What's good, YouTube? Today I know you might be asking, why am I dressed like an 1800s ad detective? Well, that's because today we will be doing a 2024 Predator tier list. Yep, today we will be giving these notorious figures a ranking from 10 years in jail to electric chair based off the actions they've committed. Without further ado, let's get started. The first person we have is the man himself, EDP445. The only person that's on this list that is synonymous with the word predator itself. I don't know how your name could be a synonym for something as atrocious as being a predator, but you know, hey, with all means, EDP 445 pounds is our first person on the list that has accomplished such a feat. We're gonna see what he got exposed for and see how much he gets. As we all know, EDP got caught with a minor multiple times, so let's see those instances so we know what he did. So this is when EDP first got exposed, I believe.
So before we get into any of the messages right here, I have 84 messages. Okay. So we have you talking to Sophie.
I'm not gonna lie, yes yo, hold on. First and foremost, whoever is the person that designed this shirt, I know you guys had to use at least an XXXXXL shirt to design this body build. And are those the DrDisrespect glasses? Yo, is this subtle foreshadowing?
Correct, yes or no?
Right.
Okay, Sophie is how old? Before, and again, I have it right here. I know the answer, but I just need you to tell me the answer. How old is she?
13.
13, okay. And
he didn't even deny anything, by the way. He knew she was 13. Insane work.
Before we get into the messages, there was sexual content involved, yes or no?
Right.
And you sent
correct.
Okay, all right.
How do you say that so nonchalantly? Yes, he came up there to meet a minor, but yeah, correct. I did manage to send a meat pic. You can't say that subtly without noticing what you did is just super wrong, bro. This is why EDP is a different breed. He accepts the fact that he did this.
So, again, so what brings you out here today?
Well, I was coming out here to...
Glasses off.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake.
And I'm not gonna lie, if there was ever the worst excuse for a predator doing what he's doing, it's going to get a cupcake from a minor. Out of every place you could have got a cupcake, look at this place. This is an abandoned motel. Ain't no crumble cookie around. No minor is gonna bake you a cupcake. And of course you're there for a cupcake. Yo, EDP, just because you're big, you shouldn't assume people are gonna believe that you wanted a cupcake.
And then go back home. There was, you know, nothing that was going to be sexual involved, because I'm not like that, you know. Well,
what do you mean, well? And either way, if you were or not, you just admitted to sending a 13-year-old your 2-incher.
Obviously the text messages and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But yeah, that was all that was going to happen.
Oh, okay, so you should title it. So before we get into any of the messages right here, I have 84 messages.
Okay.
So, Aurora, I think I'm done reading this book, okay? Alright? Can I have this? Thank you.
No! Okay, so I just clicked on a random other TikTok. I feel like this is actually terrible, bro. We should have known all along from this edit that he was gonna do something atrocious. As a detective myself, I gotta gather all the evidence. EDP so happily sent a minor his, you know, 2-incher and wanted to link with her using his cues as getting cupcakes. With all the evidence given to us, I could proudly say EDP deserves the electric chair. I mean, granted, it's probably gonna be needing 800 volts because let's be real, is he even gonna fit on the chair? We're gonna probably need an electric sofa. Let me know what y'all think, but I think this is very valid. Next, we got the notorious P. Diddy. I know he's not a YouTuber, but guess what? His face has been making rounds. Let's find out what P. Diddy has done.
So if you're anything like I was 5 minutes ago, you know who P. Diddy is, but you don't actually know what he's been arrested for.
What did he do?
Don't fear, because I'm going to tell you all about it. Strap in, it's wild. Essentially, this man is the Epstein of the music industry. I'm not kidding. So this guy's real name is Sean Combs, and he was arrested on the 16th of September this year.
What did he do?
He currently remains in jail with federal charges, and he's also being held without bail, which is...
I'm sorry, if the government is the one arresting your ass, not even the state, that means you did something super freaky, bro. You even got the government on your line talking about, we need this man gone. What did you do, P. Diddy?
Kind of wild, especially when in America, everyone normally gets bail, and the fact that he hasn't says a lot. And basically these charges are alleging that he ran trafficking rings, basically, as well as committing horrific acts of violence.
You trafficking women now, huh? That's what we're doing? Yo, that means this man had a whole coalition of little girls. Who knows what ages they range from? Point of the matter is, you gotta be a super duper freak to be doing something where you're literally getting women from where they're located for your freak offs.
The exact charges. Well, the first one is racketeering conspiracy. The second one is trafficking by force, coercion, or fraud. And the third one is traveling to engage in prostitution. And they're just the charges. Like, that's what he's actually been charged.
I'm just thinking, imagine ruining your billion-dollar corporation, your family's lives, everything in the world, so you could get women to go to your freak-offs. Like, how freaky do you have to be? You could get any model in the one, I don't know. But no, you want to have whole trafficking rings of this.
There are so many more allegations against this man. This was all given in a document by the court, and in this document it essentially alleges that he would intoxicate female and male S-workers and make them partake in quote, freak-offs.
Both? Hey man, P. Diddy, I didn't know you was a bisexual predator. It is what it is though.
Freak-offs was mentioned 16 times in this document to arrest him. And what these were basically really big S-parties. Probably non-consensual because everyone was off the face. And he would direct them and pleasure himself to them and supposedly film them. Also,
imagine trafficking a woman, recording it, using that recording to intimidate her, and getting off to it. Is that what the rest of your baby oil is for? Because we know when they find 10,000 bottles of baby oil in your room. So you're using it for excess things. I'm not gonna lie, he is sick.
So around 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant were seized from 2 of his homes. That's insane. I mean,
bro, I'm sorry, a baby oil in my household lasts about maybe a month. I don't know, maybe even 2 months. The fact that you have more than 1,000, like, bro, that shit's gonna last you a lifetime.
All the internet is kind of going crazy with this at the minute. I'm seeing other names being thrown about of people that supposedly attended these parties, which I don't really want to touch on, as I don't know if that's true or if that's just the internet being the internet.
Crazy.
But I feel like there's definitely a lot more that's gonna come out about this.
And that's not even to mention all the other weird relationships he had with people like Justin Bieber, his ex-girlfriend, and blowing up Kid Cudi's car. If we're going off of the charges that he's charged with, let's be real, P. Diddy, you deserve an electric chair. We already starting off with 2 electric chairs. You, my friend, probably deserved a guillotine instead, but for the sake of this video, we're gonna make this the electric chair. And next on the list, we have the lady with perhaps the worst apology on the internet ever, the one and only Miranda Sings. Let's find out what she did.
Here are the allegations that Miranda Sings is facing from several of her fans. And just a warning, this video mentions grooming. So several of her fans came forward accusing her of inappropriate conduct with her as teenagers, and one of them even accused her of grooming him.
Damn!
A fan says that when he was just 13 years old, she sent him a pair of her bra and panties.
Okay. As a celebrity, you could send merch, but we not talking about that type of merch, Miranda, okay? Maybe a little signature, maybe a card, maybe a clothes, maybe a jacket, I don't know. But bra and panties, gang, what is you trying to do? Those are some Discord mod type of gifts.
And in 2020, she confirmed this in a video where she called those actions stupid. The fan that she sent this to said that she, him, and a bunch of other fans were in a group chat with her called Weenies.
Even the title is weird.
Several occasions that she brought up sex. Again, he was a teenager, and he said that she would ask him things like if he was a virgin or what his favorite sexual position was. He also said that when he was 14, he sent a message to the chat saying that his butt looks good, and then allegedly she requested pics.
What?
And another fan said that in 2016, after Colleen divorced her husband, Joshua Evans...
Hold on, no. You asking little boys for butt pics? That don't sound a little crazy to you? Huh?
...comment dump on all of them in the chat. And that they were basically enlisted to defend her online.
Yo!
A fan said that he would be in class DMing her on his iPad about her abusive ex-husband. And that there were even some school nights where he would stay up until 4 a.m. trying to calm her down.
You ever thought about going to a licensed therapist? I don't know, someone that actually knows how to deal with your problems? But no, apparently minors are gonna be the ones that, you know, help cure your problem, okay?
So that fan, Adam McIntyre, made a YouTube video a few weeks ago where he shared a lot of this stuff. And he claimed that Colleen Ballinger grooms her fans for her own benefit, and that's what happened to him. She has not commented on these allegations yet, and she's also stopped posting new videos since Adam posted his a few weeks ago.
Well, she actually did respond. Let's look at Miranda Sings' response to these allegations.
Sick gossip train, you're chugging down the tracks of misinformation, the toxic.
Oh my goodness, yo, I can't even play this whole thing. No, I'm sorry.
Manipulation station, toxic.
Yes, let's just stop it here. Yes, so apparently Miranda Sings thought the best way to apologize was through singing. So apparently if I'm ever in trouble for, I don't know, bank robbery, I'll just be like, yeah, I know I robbed the bank. I might have shot a few. Yeah, pew pew pew. Please don't arrest me. I don't even... Like, it's just so terrible. I'm sorry. Why are you singing through an apology? You think people are gonna be like, this is a beautiful song. Yes, let's forget the fact that she groomed someone. No, respond to the allegations, correct people's errors, apologize, and, you know, move forward. Don't make it a hit song. People are not gonna sing that, all right? That being said, I think I will be giving Miranda Sings 10 years, but with that apology, let's be real, I think it needs to be increased to 40 more years. This song was that terrible. 40 additional years, no parole. Get your ass in there. Next up, we got James Charles.
He did it again. This is Matthew. James slid in, asked for an age check.
Okay.
He said he was a very mature 16 years old. They added him on Snapchat. Snapped back and forth for a bit. But then on Tuesday, November 24th,
what did he do?
The girl sent him a snap of his...
You know what? Before he answered that question, first red flag, adding a 16-year-old. Responding back to a 16-year-old after he said he was 16. We all know what freaky things happen in Snap. Soon as you see a celebrity with this red square right here, oh, best believe it's not gonna be good.
His bare ass. He then just said, hey, you just sent your bare ass to a child. James said, oops, and then blocked Matthew immediately.
You know what? I genuinely don't think we need to do anything else. Yup, James Charles was talking to minors, not caring the fact that there were minors, and also sending his butt. You know what's wild about that? You're just casually sending minors your butts. You're casually sending anyone your butts. I highly doubt he even talked to them like that. And you out here sending your butt. I'm not gonna lie, 25 years, James Charles. Matter of fact, I feel like you'd like the prison since they're surrounded by men. So I might just deduce it down to 10. Next up, we got DrDisrespect. What did DrDisrespect do? I heard he disrespected minors. Let's find out.
DrDisrespect just came clean and admitted the reason he was banned from Twitch was because he was messaging a minor. His tweet's like 4 screenshots long, so we're just gonna skip to the main part. Now, first he claims for the last couple years he couldn't talk about it because of the settlement, but then he says that because people have been spreading rumors about it, suddenly he is able to talk about it. And then he admits to the rumors by saying, were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Were there real?
You did not have to type any of the rest of your paragraph. You went wrong after you said the answer is yes. All right, I don't want to hear anything else. I feel like after that, that is grounds for your ad being a little getting canceled or whatnot. But I digress. Let's see what he got to say.
Real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. There were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate.
So you're gonna talk inappropriate to minor, but hey, there was no real intentions behind it. What does that mean? Because if I tell someone I want to kiss them, I'm gonna be like, oh, but I didn't mean that like an inappropriate manner. There is no way of being inappropriate and not intentional with what you're saying.
But nothing more. Nothing illegal happened, no pictures were shared, no crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding the civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges were ever brought against me.
Okay, then why were you permanently banned from Twitch? Because I don't think a platformer is gonna ban you unless you probably did something that was so heinous that would have brought the website down.
Now, the part that confuses me is he goes on to say, I'm not an effing predator or a PDF file. Are you kidding me? Anyone that knows me effing knows where I stand on this.
You wouldn't have done that, though.
People, F that. So the real question is, if he's always been so adamantly against those types of things, then why was he so willing to message inappropriately with a minor? Now, DrDisrespect says that he's taking a temporary break from streaming, but that he will be back, but I can confidently say I will not be watching. That's my opinion. What do y'all think?
If we're going based off of the allegations, all right, me being a 10-year detective myself, I feel like he had to say some heinous things because he got permanently banned from Twitch itself. Until we see what was in those messages, we will never truly know, though. But I will say, because of the lack of evidence, okay, I will be giving him 10 years. Let me know what y'all think. It could have been more. I don't know. Point is, don't be weird. Next up, we have the illustrious Cody Co, the man that has took a 4-month break from social media because he's been exposed for being an EDP 445. Let's see what he did.
Cody Co is currently being canceled after a lot of new evidence is coming out alleging that he slept with a minor. Here's everything you need to know. So this all started about a month ago when Tana Mojo was doing a live podcast and this was said.
Who's the smallest you've ever had sex with?
Oh my god, did no one look at me, Cody Co. I didn't say that. I was there.
Ooh, small meat and you sleeping with 17-year-olds? Oh my goodness, bruh. I'm not gonna lie, this is dirty work. Damn.
Early 17, I can say that.
Now, quickly, this started a lot of controversy because if she was 17 at the time, that means Cody Co was 25, and a lot of people were saying, well, maybe he didn't know that she was 17 at the time, and so Tana Mojo went on her official podcast to address the situation and confirm, oh, he knew.
There was a situation with Gabby Hanna at a Playlist Live where she pulled him aside and told him, like, yo, she's 17, and then we still went and hooked up.
Now, this confirmation really split Cody Co fans into 2 groups. One was saying that he deserves to be canceled because he knows.
Look, all I know, let me just put this out there. I know some of y'all really rock with me or whatnot. If if any allegations like this came up that it was this daring, like 4K HD, I'm giving y'all full access to hate me, all right? Don't be one of those people that are deluded that are like, hey man, I love you so much that I'll be willing to forgive this. No, it's a dirty work and nobody should do this, okay?
Knowingly had relationships with a minor, while the other group was saying that Tana Mongeau herself has a controversial history, and so she could just be making this up just to get popularity. Over the next couple weeks,
I'm not gonna lie, do you know how insane it is to get popularity off the simple fact that someone preyed on you? I don't think you're gonna get any new fans because you're like, oh yeah, this man touched me when I was a minor. I don't think so.
He kind of died down because no one could definitively prove anything until yesterday. A clip of a podcast done years ago before any of these current allegations surfaced was done with Gabby Hanna, where she tells the exact same story as Tana Mongeau.
One time, I told a guy, I saw him making out with a girl at a party who was underage, and I pulled him aside and I was like, hey man, you probably don't know, I know she like looks a little older, she's underage, watch it. And he's like, oh my god, thank you for telling me.
And she even sounds like Cody Co, so how does this make, like, this is clearly him, bro.
And then he heard that.
So for many people, the fact that these two stories line up perfectly despite them being told years apart is the final nail in the coffin, and the fact he's been deleting comments talking about it probably means that there is some truth to it. But that's my opinion. What do y'all think?
No.
Cody Co's currently being
No. All I know is GG's. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like what makes Cody Co's position so crazy is because he has a lot of supporters. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I love Cody Co's videos. I think he was one of the most funniest commentators. If anything, he motivated some of my works. But this is unacceptable. And I'm not gonna lie, separate art from the artist. Wait, can you separate art from the artist if the artist is a YouTuber? Huh? Because we're watching your YouTube, bro. We're not listening to your music. We're watching your personality. I feel like you can't really separate those two in content creation, at least. So, I'm not gonna lie. Considering you knew her age and you still slept with her, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to give you life in jail, bro. GG's for you, Cody Co. Ain't no going back from this. Let me know what y'all think about this situation. Next up, we got the weirdo Smart Schoolboy 9. Schoolboy, he looks like an AI generated character. I'm sorry, bro. I've never seen a man so chopped like this. You could tell me any allegation about him and I genuinely believe you. Let's see what he did.
No, this is not an extra from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is a guy known as Smart Schoolboy 9. He calls himself that online. He has loads of accounts that he makes, but let me tell you now, you don't want to go and look at them because he has the creepiest edited photos of, obviously, the younger time.
I don't think this is even edited, and that's the scary part. Looking at an image like this and realizing it's not edited, that's crazy work right there.
Type of person. He also follows a lot of younger people. He's located apparently right now in Doncaster, and he is actually being investigated by the police, so they say. I'm not too sure on that one. But he is known to actually go out in public and dress like this, and there's even videos of him out there chasing kids. He films in kids' parks. He fetishizes this whole thing of him, and
you are 80 years old wanting to be 8 years old. Like, how that makes sense? I never understand adults' infatuation for being young. Bro, just let that youth go. You are hideous and you are 50 years old. Like, go on with your life. Actually, no, never mind. Don't have children. You don't deserve children. But damn, how could you be that creepy that in your free time you want to spy on kids? Don't you have to go to work? Like, what are your co-workers doing? What did this man do for a living besides haunt children?
It is the most creepiest thing you will ever witness. I swear to God, it is literally like coming across a Hannibal Lecter type of thing. It's worrying, and you will see online if you go onto like Nexpo did a documentary on him on YouTube, NEXPO. Go and look at it. It will go in depth, and you will realize the depravity of this person, and also the Reddit. There is a Reddit page of Smart School, but keep an eye out.
All in all, Smart Schoolboy 9 is a man who wishes he was an 8-year-old when in reality he is 60, okay? He's just a weirdo that looks creepy and posts children for fun and wants everyone to treat him like he's a boy when in reality he's a grown-ass man. So we don't necessarily know anything he did. So for now, we'll give him the bare minimum of 10 years. We don't know specifically what he did, but this could easily be like longer, so long as like other things come out. But taking pictures of random kids, you're weird. And last but not least, we have Mr. Beast's former employee, Ava Tyson. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Ava Tyson definitely did contribute to the Mr. Beast hate train because I have never seen this much amount of people's hate for Mr. Beast and Creed so rapidly. Everyone loved Mr. Beast, and now I feel like there's a good amount of people that want him gone. But let's see what Ava did.
So Mr. Beast had a problem. He just recently fired his longtime friend and co-worker, Ava Chris Tyson, for speaking inappropriately to people who are 18. -4. Let me give some of y'all a second. But
-4? Hold on, if I know basic math, that's 14, and that's very illegal of you, gang.
Came after he tweeted he was disgusted by Ava's behavior, and people started coming out saying, why are you disgusted? you knew. Now, why are people saying this? Well, because when I said longtime friend, I meant longtime friend. Roommates at one point, way back to the days where Ava was Chris. Yes, if you didn't know, Ava is trans. Now, if you think that's relevant to this situation, then wisdom is chasing you, but you are faster. But see, here's where things start to get wicked. So I need you to really pay attention. People are also saying this is because Ava was doing all of this in public. This wasn't no private chat. All of this stuff was on a public Discord server and also all over Twitter. So why didn't anyone?
What do y'all think? Do y'all think Mr. Beast knew about Ava Tyson's whole situation? Because yes, let's be real, you would be lying to say they weren't close, but for the sake of this video, we're gonna focus on Ava.
Do anything about it? Well, in 2016, the internet was a very different place. So back when Ava was doing all this,
doing what?
Inappropriate jokes were running rampant. It was cool for people to be edgy. I never understood it, but hey. So a person who's 18 minus 4 hops into a Discord that Ava is a part of.
And did what?
They say, hey, I'm a big fan of Mr. Beast, word. He becomes friends with the crew. He starts working with them. He gets comfortable and starts making edgy jokes. Ava starts making edgy jokes as well.
Alright, what jokes?
Weird ones. Like this, calling the people in the chat daddy, mommy, even the youthful people. Okay, now that you got the gist of this, you ready to take the story up a notch? See, the only reason this stuff surfaced was because some guy named Prism makes a YouTube video of himself sitting on a park bench saying all this. People lose it. So the youth that Ava was talking to, locking, you finna hear a few names. His name is Lava. He comes out explaining that most of the stuff that Prism guy was saying in that park bench video is just simply untrue. Okay. The only thing that happened was they made weird edgy jokes. The Prism guy knew that wouldn't sell, so he sprinkled in a bunch of lies. And you don't care if he lied or not now, because now you got tea. Rolling Stone magazine calls him to confront him about the lies. He calls Rolling Stone fake news and hangs up. So everybody should just be mad at the Prism guy and think Ava's weird. Nah, let's take the story up another level. Listen, there were so many lies and misinformation coming out that no one knew what to believe. But everyone could agree that what Ava did was weird, whether you 20 people or 5 people. You're still a serial. You feel me? Yeah. See, there was more information that came out. There was an artist.
I feel like as an adult, bro, you should never feel comfortable saying anything appropriate to a minor, bro. Just let it go.
Artist named Shadman who drew inappropriate pictures of people well beneath teens and his own mom posting it online.
No, I'm sorry. You cannot be a fan of an artist that's weird, bro. Anyone that's drawing inappropriate drawings of their own mother, they don't have regard for any type of morality, bro. You need to cut them off, especially if you're messing with someone as high profile as Mr. Beast. No, any normal person would do it, but especially since you're working with someone like Mr. Beast, bro. Plus, is that not weird? Do you not just find that revolting?
Chris was a huge fan, a public fan. Commissioning artwork, buying artwork, posting it in the living room. Mr. Beast has been seen in a picture looking at this artwork. So it's safe to say he knew about the picture, which is why people are calling him a sympathizer.
Personally, I don't like assumptions, only proof, and there's definitely enough proof to say Ava's behavior disgusting.
There's a difference between being edgy and posting pictures of little humans in your living room. We can all agree, right? Good. So the story ends with Mr. Beast saying he's disgusted, she's fired, and he's going to do an investigation. And Ava apologizes if she hurt or offended anyone, which is the equivalent of saying, I love you. Sometimes. 0 out of 10.
Yeah, no, that apology was basically, man, I'm sorry if you feel bad about it. Those are never really apologies. Apologies are acknowledging what you did and promising to do better. Just because you apologize does not give people the right to forgive you. Let's clarify that immediately, all right? With that being said, in my opinion, if we accumulate all the things Ava done, texting multiple minors about, you know, just weird behavior things, and also hanging up drawings of minors, I will say, Ava, you deserve 25 years. And I think that's about it. YouTube, let me know what y'all think of my comprehensive 2024 Predator tier list. Let me know if y'all would change anything. If you guys would add anyone on this list, where would they be? Join us on Discord, catch y'all on Twitch, make sure you subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Waxer for life. Love y'all.